So, have you ever wanted to get the Pirate King Roger in Utdx, but you have this one tiny bit problem? Actually, not really tiny, a massive one. Well, for example, let me tell you the example of what's the problem. First, to get Roger, you'll probably think, oh, come on, this game mode is going to be so easy. Why? Well, you had so good DPS, you had a good power, you have so many good DPS. Yeah, congrats for that. And then when you enter the game mode, 3 boss, 3 lane, easy. And then coming to the phase 2, Garb, aura farming walking guy. I don't really watch One Piece full yet. Help. Garb. And you're probably thinking, oh, it's easy. How much health does he have? 100 quadrillion, I guess, if I remember. And you feel like this is easy, right? He takes no damage. Ha! Now you start to wonder, okay, let me check on YouTube. And you found out that the bottom already said the boss can't die. You gotta stun or knock him back. Well, and then you start to go to matchmaking. It sucks. Why? Well, people don't know what they're doing. Well, and some people know what they're doing, but on the phase 2, they, well, think that putting Gojo at the back will save the problem. No, that's what's annoying you. Well, my friends, then you start to go looking at the YouTube video, how do I solo it? Alright? But then you feel like, oh, this is going to be hard. I don't understand. I did what the video I did what the video did. But why is it still wrong? Well, my friend, let me tell you, you just have some skill issue like me. I have the same problem just like you, don't worry. But I checked on the Discord and I found this strategies, and it did help me a lot. I mean, just look how many Roger do I have now. I have 5 Roger. Yeah, I realized that there. But this strategy that I find, I tried to macro it a lot. Macro just suck, I guess. I really don't know how, but I cannot even macro it much, and I tried. It doesn't help with the macro, but that's fine. At least you can, well, keep grinding, I guess. It's just yeah. Sorry if the macro did not work. I really don't know about this macroing stuff. I tried so many times. It just doesn't help me out. Anyway, now let me tell you how do I solo it. First thing that I use, this are my loadout. Yes, it's complicated, isn't it? And you're all probably confusing why I'm using this loadout. Where's the stun? This look like a DPS team. Well, my friend, let me tell you, it's not. Have you ever wondered that you can defeat all 3 boss with just only 3 units? I know you're probably wondering, Mike, how can you beat 3 boss with 3 units, even though they have 35 million HP? If we combining all those, yada yada yada, I don't wanna hurt it. Well, it's not that hard, okay? This is the loadout I'm going to show you. First, we have Again, because what's the point? They both one placement, by the way, not really better or anything. So you probably not believe me that I can do this with just 3 units. 5 plus 2 form, which is definitely not count. Well then, let's get straight to the battle. Well, probably do not micro this because I tried, so yeah. So without any further ado, let's go straight to the. Alright, now we're here. The first thing that you wanna do is simple. Don't micro. I tried so many times, and if you want to micro, then I don't mind. Just if you think that it's work, please comment down below. I really don't know how to micro. Anyway, first thing first, what you wanna do is place your farm. Do not upgrade it. And don't worry, at the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys some tips. What is activating the Bulma ability, placing Frieren, placing Zoro. Remember this placement, and then get ready to place Luffy. And then after that, what you wanna do is place, well, basically not place, maxing out your farm. And I'm probably going to show you some tips. Here's some tips. If you want to do this correctly, what does people always never did in my entire video while watching is, the tip is you gotta keep your money stabilized, just like this. So here's the thing, to activate Bulma ability, you must timing it perfectly. What does people mean by timing it? Well, it means whenever you see this 3 to 1, you gotta use the ability. Alright, now after you maxing out, don't worry, I tell you more about the tips. Now after maxing out Bulma, you gotta go straight for max top Luffy. Alright, also you don't need to set any of these unit to strongest or whatever. Alright, after you got that done, charge, set it to 3, only 3, and then press charge. Now what you need to do is max Zoro. Alright, and also focus on your ability, because that will give you money. Focusing on Bulma ability much, okay? So for now, okay, now everything's fine, good. You gotta keep looking at both of these, Bulma, Zoro, and that's it. Okay, gotta focus on this two. Okay, now Zoro is max. Now what you need to do is use your King of Hack ability. Now you got two units to see, and maxing out your Frieren. Alright, Bulma ability is about to be ready to use, but we're not going to use it right now. We wait. Looking at Zoro Haki, okay, it's fine. First Admiral has been killed, nice. Alright, okay, time skip, okay, nice, good. Let's see, Zoro abilities, perfectly, that's fine. They're targeting the Lava Admiral. Also, the reason why I placed Frieren over here, you might be probably thinking that she's going to target the enemy in front. Well, it doesn't even matter, by the way, because since Luffy full AoE, can well smash it. Okay, everything's fine. Okay, Zoro Haki is about to run out, right? And the money farm did not came yet. Alright, before Zoro about to end his Haki, we end it first. The reason why we end it here, well, it's because we don't want him to get stunned, and his more damage to the boss will be also disabled for 30 seconds. So we don't want that. Alright, using the Bulma ability to get more money. Now you see we have like 200k money. Now we can stop and relax, like very relaxed. Well, you probably start to get panic and start putting Frieren set to strongest, and yeah, start to panic because time is running low. Well, do not be worried. Just don't be worried. Look at Zoro, Haki is up, use it again. Well, if you can, but no. Okay, now for the phase 2, first thing that what you need to do is placing Max Gojo and use his domain. Placing Frieren and then Max Luffy middle path. No matter what, middle path. Then upgrade some top. Now this you don't really need it, but it's up to you. It's optional, but I prefer you place some 2 max forms so that you can max Frieren so that her range can be very big. Alright, and it's max. And the reason why I use Gojo and Frieren and also Luffy Gear 5, Luffy Gear 5 can knock back the enemy just like that, you just saw that. And Frieren can stun the enemy, and Gojo can use his time stop. Both of these combined can make a perfect good one, but not really. Yeah, it's just necessary. And there's also another reason why I'm using Gojo instead of Crow Shinobi and Vice Emerald. I don't know. The reason why, well, this. Get ready, any moment, and yeet! Just like that, got yeeted back to the beginning. See, it's not even that hard. And now you have like 30 seconds, 29 seconds, 28 seconds. Now you just gotta relax and do nothing. Relax, don't be panicked. The first thing that you need to do is no panicking when doing solo, because panic is, well, going to make you lose. Just be calm, stay calm, and whatever you do, just always be calm. I've done this strategy so many times, but as I was saying, the micro did not work, so don't you ever try. But if you did and you like messed up, don't blame me, because I gave you warning, right? You can try to micro, alright, but don't ever blaming me because you lost. And now we won. Right, that's it. Now let's go to the tip that I will tell you about all of this in it. Alright, now as for the tip, the first thing that you want to do, well, simple. Calm yourself down. Alright, that is like very the most important part. The first tip that you want to do is to calm yourself down and do not let your stress getting over. Alright, you're probably going to start panicking. You probably, like screw things up. You probably like, oh no, you gotta do this fast. No, just stay calm. Forget about the timer. Just stay calm. That's really it. Now, as for the second tip, timing Bulma ability. Whenever you see, just like what I did, after the skip and the Bulma ability is ready, press it. When it says 3, 2, 1 on the top of the screen, to start the next wave, or maybe pulling out more enemies. You gotta timing it perfectly. The third tip is watch Zoro Haki, and also watch the ability cooldown. Zoro Haki is very important, because if you make Zoro his Haki to 0% or drop to 10%, he will get stunned, and his boss more damage thinking will disable for 30 seconds, because in his passive here, there, Pirate Hunter, that's what name. Pirate Hunter, wait a minute, is this one? Oh yeah, this is it. Pirate Hunter, when a boss in a range, this unit can only target the boss and has its AoE size health. Gain 15% damage, 75% hyper armor, and 50% crit until the boss is no longer in the range. If he got stunned, for 10 seconds, this thing will be disabled for 30 seconds, and it will be the most dangerous and yes, hardest thing. And I think that's the tip that I could give you. Is there more? Yes, there is more. Tip number 4 is, well, what you wanna do is make sure you place Gojo at the start of the map, where the corp spawn, the blue portal. Not in the back, not in the middle, in the front. Must be in the front. And then place Frieren and Luffy on the middle where there was the crate, right? So that's probably the tip that I could give. And make sure, this is going to be the last tip, make sure you have enough money for the phase 2, because in the phase 2, well, in the phase 2, they won't sell that unit. They will remove the unit that you place, and well, bring the same amount of money that you have in your phase 1 to phase 2. So you make sure you have enough money for the phase 2, just like how I did. I have 200 plus yen in that phase 1 before starting phase 2. Why? Because you want to max Luffy to gear 5 as soon as possible, no matter what. That's why I placed Gojo, max him out using his domain expansion, placing Frieren, placing Luffy gear 5 max, and upgrade some 2 at the top before I placing 2 max farm to max out Frieren. Because Luffy has this thing called goofing around or bouncy thingy that he can knock back the enemy. Well, that's all for today, and I hope you all can understand. And it's going to be a long editing for me, but I hope you all enjoy this video, and I hope you all understand what I'm saying. Don't worry, there will be a caption. And what's important is try yourself, and if you're lucky, you might get a shiny Roger if that's still available, which I don't know. I just grinding this to get E6 Roger, or if I'm lucky, I'm getting shiny Roger. Up to you. But yeah, so thank you for watching, and I hope this video helps you a lot. And don't worry, I'm going to try and make more about this video. So that's all for today. Good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and goodbye.